Hi, Libra. Okay, Libra, this is going to be your general reading for this next cycle, this next lunar cycle in mid-March, moving into the end of March. It's good for any placement of Libra in your natal chart. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading. It is not going to resonate with everyone that watches. There could be some role reversal as well. This could be energy around you, coming towards you, or affecting your life. But I kind of feel like this is your impact on the environment. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link to my website to schedule tarot readings and to also check out human design analysis is down in the description below this video. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I only read on Soma Chandra Tarot for all 12 zodiac signs a couple times a month. I've had a hard time keeping up with this channel because, Libra, I gave you guys your own channel called Soma Chandra Libra, and I get an unusual amount of downloads for Libra. Like, y'all wake me up in the middle of the night. Your guides are constantly in my energy and talking to me. Sagittarius as well, so I gave those two signs their own channel. Please subscribe to my other channel, Soma Chandra Libra, and hit the bell over there because you're going to get notifications from that other channel like every 3 to 5 days. I read for you over there a lot, but I read for you here too. Okay, let's begin. This seems like a very specific channeled message, so it's definitely meant for someone. What I'm seeing here for you in the middle of the month, Libra, is maybe a potentially difficult situation that you do have to surrender to, but when you surrender to it, you will be able to claim a freedom that is yours, that you really do need to claim. Some of you have been in a situation that's been working for you, but something unexpected is going to happen that might not be easy for you or another person. But when you do work through the conflict, the loss, and the change, and you surrender to it, you're going to see that freedom is yours. What came out of my first oracle deck is the unexpected, but then it was followed by fear. I also have gratitude that came out next, and surrender is here. So something unexpected is going to happen. You might get some unexpected news, or there's going to be something unexpected. And when this unexpected event or news comes in, it may cause fear, immediate fear. So your spleen center, where, you know, we house memories of fears and our gut instincts, you know, protect us, that's going to go off like a Christmas tree initially. But at the same time, there is going to be a gratitude and that there is a surrender. I kind of get the sense that some of you are going to experience an event or something in the middle of the month that you kind of just have to accept. I mean, you'll surrender to it. You'll say, thank you for sharing. There is a gratitude here. It will make you cling to the relationships that matter the most to you. It could involve someone older or younger, potentially. And you know that at this time, you just have to surrender. I'm also hearing, that maybe children could be involved. Some of you, there might be like an unexpected pregnancy or diagnosis of something. I kind of get the sense that some of you are going to get some news that is definitely hard for you to hear, because your advice from Spirit right now is parrot and brown bear, and also horse that I love. Parrot spirit, watch your words. Be careful what comes out of your mouth right now. Your throat chakra manifestations are a thing and they have a lot of impact. So choose your words carefully and wisely. That might not be easy for you at this time. With brown bear spirit, the spirit of this animal is saying, watch your words and then take a time out. Take a time out. You may feel as though someone is watching your words. Look at how the parrot, the macaw, is like almost getting in that bear's face, almost like it's waiting for a reaction out of him. They're two very different kinds of animals. So you will just need to take a time out because maybe you feel like other people are watching your words, or that's the best way to control the throat chakra and the manifestations. But horse spirit is reminding you that from this unexpected event, ultimately this is leading you to a freedom. And freedom is yours now. It will lead you to realize that whatever has happened has probably been, in the grander scheme of things, to your benefit. I noticed the grasshoppers in reverse here. It's scary to take a leap of faith, though, moving forward. Some of you are afraid to say something as well, or someone around you is afraid to say something. Maybe someone's struggling to tell you something. I can see that a conversation here will be had or needs to be had. and it won't be easy for you or that person. Your animal totems right now are Scorpion in reverse and the Crow in the upright. Okay, some of you have Scorpio in your chart, or maybe a Scorpio around you. I have some Scorpio in my chart. And all I can say is when the Scorpio and Scorpionic energy comes out, it can be really hard not to rip someone's face off sometimes. Scorpio definitely has a warrior living in it, that warrior living inside of it. And with the Scorpion in reverse, there may be some kind of a sting happening here. And it will not be easy to deal with. You may feel as though you're backed into a corner, or someone feels backed into a corner and they have no choice but to strike. But I'm also getting the sense that the Scorpion is retreating and the highest version of yourself will come out, because Crow uses its tools and gifts and abilities and co-creates with spirit. You know that they're the only bird in the avian kingdom that uses tools and teaches their young how to use tools as well? It's mind-blowing. Other birds do some interesting things. Birds will barter and trade. For sure, they do some interesting things with objects as well, but the Crow is about co-creating with this new knowledge. It's going to take its beautiful golden egg and sit on it and protect it, but it's like whatever has happened, it's sort of forcing you to use your survival skills almost, and like the best tools within you and the best parts of yourself to co-create with spirit. So maybe the scenario you had been in didn't give you the opportunity to 100% co-create with spirit, but now there's a new opportunity. I feel like you're being asked to accept things and be grateful for the experience in and of itself, but now you're going to face a new challenge, which is to let go of the idea that you're so vulnerable that your only defense system is to sting, and use your higher mind and your higher self. I feel as though you will be really challenged to focus on the information you take in your head and in your head center, what you do with that information, with your ajna, and then how it manifests through your throat. Yeah, good things could come. You're being invited to co-create with spirit at this time. They wanted me to do just a simple 9-card spread and clarify, and then I pulled a few more cards out to see where this is leading to for you. 5 of Swords is here. Conflict, loss, and change. Very much so. You have to ask yourself right now, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Because ultimately what this is doing is leading you to something new with growth potential. Yes, it wouldn't have happened otherwise. It was all part of fate, and you have no control over it. You'll have to look at the details. It may have to do with work or career, and your heart chakra could open up. It's leading to something new. And you do have a Tower here. So with the unexpected and the Tower coming out, yeah, it's going to seem like it's not the best thing or the best timing in the world. You're surprised by it, but it's going to lead to something better. So in the recent past, we had the 2 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the Empress. That Empress could have been you, or it could be someone else in the environment. They could also be a Libra or a Taurus. The Empress is very creative, very loving, very grounded, very stable, very benevolent. At times, she can be a little bougie. She even has a bit of a lazy side. She has high expectations of herself and for herself. But in the recent past, you looked yourself in the mirror and felt really good about what you saw. You may also felt a very strong connection to someone else, maybe more than one person. Look at how the 4 of Wands, that's like community, feeling stability in a home or in a place of being. There was a foundation here to be built upon, a lot of good emotions and a lot of positive emotions. I think you saw yourself thriving in this scenario. You may also have been invited to come and be with someone else and been nurtured by someone else. That Empress could be someone else. But in the current moment, we have the Page of Cups, the 9 of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. Okay, so someone is approaching, or there is a little approach here with the Page of Cups. But at the same time, It's like the Nine of Wands has its guard up against this Page of Cups. I feel as though some of you have to say something to someone, or someone's going to say something to you about that they regret, or that's difficult for them to say, or maybe difficult for you to say. It could be an apology. I noticed, with the Queen of Wands down here, let me just skip to that for a minute. Some of you have a Queen of Wands living within you, or you have someone that might be kind of shifting shape or embodying this one specific queen out of the Empress, because the Empress is all four queens combined, and she can activate any of the four queens of the tarot within her whenever she wants. And I maybe see something flaring up here where someone then begins to stand in their power. See how the orange, I feel like this is the Queen of Wands rising up in power in some way. That could be you. It could be someone else. So I wanted to know what the little emotional invitation here is with the Page of Cups. And I have the Nine of Swords, the Two of Cups, again, and Strength. This could be surrounding a Leo. Someone may have to say something to you that is definitely not easy to say to you. This also could surround a child. There is a feeling of vulnerability here. Someone does want to express in a vulnerable way from the heart chakra, but it is not easy to say what they have to say. It's not easy for you to say something. It's not easy for them to say something to you. Oh, I switched these around. But maybe that was for a reason. And then there is this guardedness. Someone struggles to approach you, or you struggle to approach them, or perhaps what one of you is saying, the other one doesn't really want to hear. It's like there's an ice being broken or a silence being broken, and it's leading to the conflict, loss, and change of the Five of Cups. There is a sadness here. There is a regret. So I clarified that. I wanted to know what that was, and I got the Tower, the Six of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Some of you may go through a feeling of being displaced. Children may be displaced as well. Or again, there could be an unexpected pregnancy or an unexpected loss of a child. For a few of you, and I'm sorry about that. Some of you may hear something about fertility that is sad and disappointing. I'm also hearing that someone may have lived with you in the past or had a relationship going with you, and they try to approach you and you said no, or you had your guard was up with them, and maybe you left and they miss you and they remember you. They would like to have some kind of a homecoming with you again. It's like it all blew apart right at the foundation. And it's like this person still lingers in the foundation, even though there's no building left there. There's no tower left there. You and another person may be parting ways as well. You might have known this person for a very long time with the Six of Cups. That's the unexpected news coming in. An unexpected change is what I'm hearing. And then in the near future, we have the Queen of Wands. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine, or that could be an aspect of you. And then after that, we have the Three of Wands and the Moon. So you will look into the future. Something has happened that's created a domino effect. See the dominoes falling? That one domino falls, and she's already looking to see what the final outcome will be. I love that idea in the Tarot Noir. I think this is the Tarot Noir, but it's leading to the Pisces energy of the moon, which is the unknown. It's so cloudy. But there's a lot of untapped hidden potential with the moon. Is there a bit of delusion and illusion and fantasy surrounding the moon at times? Yes, there is. There can be. But there can also be untapped hidden potential. And you're wondering what will happen. There will be a lack of clarity for you for a while. I suspect maybe even into the beginning of April. Wanted to know what the Queen of Wands was, and I have the Ace of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Okay, if the Queen of Wands is someone else, they will speak a truth to you that will not be easy to deal with. Here's the Three of Wands again. It's about what will happen next. There could be an like anger here, or this person may very much need to fight for something. You may have said something to her that pisses her off. She may say something to you that's not easy to hear. That's why watch your words and take a time out came out. And I think that it makes you, like, I feel like for some of you, this is you, or someone is looking at this truth. Now, if you're the Queen of Wands, look how she's looking up. She's glowing. She's very much an individual. King and Queen of Wands are, you know, me, myself, and I kind of cards. They could be great partners and great parents and great friends. But ultimately, their healthy ego is in focus for them frequently, and they will individuate. So some of you feminines, like, you had a very nurturing role, but something has happened here. This domino effect has started that either you started or someone else did. And perhaps some of you are claiming some kind of an independence and you had to fight for it. And you're very proud of yourself now. And you're very focused on the future. It's like a part of you had to fight for your own inspiration. Now, if the Queen of Wands is someone else, there's definitely change and loss and maybe conflict between the two of you. Again, if there is a fight, ask yourself, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? I hear that there could just be some resentment. There may feel like there's a winner and a loser to a degree. And you're like, well, fuck, what am I going to do now? Well, I had to fight for what I wanted. Now I got to stand in my power. Someone is saying that. And with the moon, the lack of clarity and a mystery almost about the future. I actually liked the underlying response and the clarification. What came out was the Page of Swords, the Star, and Judgment. Okay. This is leading to something important. And I do believe that it is tied to a deeper destiny. This Tower moment, as difficult as it may have been, I don't have the Ten of Swords of the World or the Eight of Cups here, but I do have the Tower and some fives. So it is unexpected. And this Nine of Swords is stressed. But it's like the clarity is leading to a bit more confusion, but that forces someone to, again, we could have another child involved here as well with these pages, with the Empress possibly coming out. But it's like, I do need more information now. I'm feeling a bit insecure until I know more. But look how the Page of Swords is looking at the Star of Aquarius. And Aquarius asks us to break a glass ceiling. That's the horse's freedom. Freedom is yours. Renewal is yours. Could there be more out of this? I feel as though you're asking that. What could this lead to now? A part of you almost doesn't believe it. A bit of bitterness. But Judgment is here. That's the divine whistleblower. That's the angel of the divine saying, but look at the possibility. You are at a crossroads now. Listen to your own best judgment. Listen to the inner calling. What could possibly happen next? Do some of you have almost like an empty nest syndrome as well, where like you suddenly have an independence that you're not quite sure what to do with? And this is where it's leading. I was like, I got to know a little bit more. Like, what's Judgment? What is Judgment and the Star trying to alert Libra to? And I have the Four of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, so stability will be important to you. But then the Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Yeah. And yes, it's difficult. Conflict, loss, and change. We have a King of Pentacles down here. Some of you, in particular my masculines as well, have Earth in your chart, or you understand the Earth energy. And you have reached a level, even my feminines, maybe someone's reached a level of mastery within them in the Pentacle realm. And maybe they've decided to change their relationship and the way they nurture the material and like disperse material and money and resources in the material plane. And maybe you delivered some information to someone that forces them to be more independent, male or female. And it does that, I feel like some of you, it will be like stressful, like you're going to relax for a while. And new ideas are going to pour in and light up your Ajna center. I believe that these new ideas and downloads will come to you when you just relax and acknowledge your stress, but do some self-care. You will hang on a bit A part of you will feel a little bit like a miser. You don't have a lot to give right now. The stability of the material plane for you is very important. What can I afford? I'm hearing that. But then there's a shift to the Two of Wands, my favorite card. Y'all know that's my favorite card because it also is a me, myself, and I card. Like, what are my goals? What has the most growth potential? What lights me up inside? I'm going to hold still. I'm going to survey, maybe do a little bit of, not so much reconnaissance yet, but it's like figuring out where the Ace of Wands is. Where's the new spark? Where's the new spark? Where's that Aries spark, which teaches us to focus on the newness and to be our true selves? Where's the new idea? Which path is best for me, that will excite me, that will light me up? For those of you with a sacral authority, I see your spleen center kicking in and a little worried about fear, not operating necessarily out of the heart center or the willpower center yet. But, well, maybe with the fives here, but this will bring in something new. If this Queen of Wands is someone else, even if it's you, I do see that there could be something happening here between you and another person. I wanted to know what one of you would say to the other. This may be something that you're being encouraged to say to them. This may be something that they need to say to you, that they want to say to you. Keep in mind, it's general, so there could be, opposite or reverse. Someone wants to say, nobody is like you. You are exceptional and you're special. Hurting you was not part of my plan. And also at the bottom of the deck, I know I failed you and let you down big time. Okay, I can definitely see that someone did not mean to hurt the other person. That's why the Five of Cups is here with the Nine of Swords and the Two of Cups. It's like, I feel as though if there is any conflict, it was never intentional. That's why spirit, the animals are saying, look, watch your words right now and just walk away and take a time out. When you come back, there can be more gratitude, right? There can be peace too. There can be gratitude. There can be a surrender. Ultimately, what you're going through is leading to a freedom. It might be leading to a freedom for another person. You need to know that someone is being very hard on themselves and feels like they failed you. Maybe you feel like you failed and let someone down. Maybe you did. We do this. We're not perfect. We don't walk on water, So acknowledge the failures, apologize, accept other people's apologies. They are sorry. Make it very clear and allow others to tell you and believe them when they say they didn't mean to hurt you. I don't think there was ever an intention of anyone getting hurt here. And know that someone does think you're exceptional. Remind someone else that you care about how exceptional you think that they are. I think that something difficult could ultimately turn into an encouragement. And where there is a door closing, it's forcing someone to look at where a door is opening. Aquarius and Scorpio are trying to tell you this. Get more information. That moon can turn into a sun. It's a domino effect playing out for you here, Libra. There is change coming that's leading to something better. You're just kind of in the middle of it and in the thick of it. And guess what? It'll sting, but it will put you in a situation where I feel like you'll almost be forced to use some of your best skills. That's only going to make you better at what you do, boo, for sure. It's all part of a greater plan that you're a part of. They're pulling back and they're telling me to stop. All right, Libra, pretty specific. It almost feels like a private reading, but I do hope it resonates for a lot of you. And if it does, I hope it helps. Check out my other channel, Soma Chandra Libra, and link to my websites down in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra Nation. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.